This morning's game is brought to you by Visit Henry County. Take your shot in Henry County, Indiana. Visit hoopsandhenry.com for trip planning ideas. And by NLBC, your life connected. The state of Indiana, from Gary to New Albany, is filled with rich basketball history. But take about 30 minutes east of Indianapolis into the town of Newcastle, and you can't find a more iconic gym than where we are today for the Hall of Fame Classic. Good morning, everyone. Alongside my broadcast partner, Jan Bozier, I'm John Cupo. And Jan, my goodness, we have made it through all of 2023, and what a way to close out the season, the holiday season, heading into 2024. None other than a Hall of Fame Classic.
Well, listen, John, everybody that works here today, including announcers, referees, and the people who work concession stands, get selected. This is as iconic as it gets in the iconic mecca of gyms.
And our opening game is the Columbia City Eagles, ranked number 7th in the state, and the Indian Creek Lady Braves, number 16. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with starting lineups here on the IHSAA Sports Network.
Basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
the home of Hoosiers,
where legends live.
Basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
a giant field house
and basketball courts in every park.
Basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
family
and friends
and team
and fans.
Basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
memories
and history
and future
and hope.
Basketball
lives
here.
Basketball lives here in Henry County, Indiana.
If the time comes, be ready. Learn CPR and join the nation of lifesavers. Nearly 3 out of 4 cardiac arrests that don't happen in hospitals happen in homes. CPR saved my life. I've teamed up with the American Heart Association as the national ambassador to help create a nation of lifesavers, turning bystanders into lifesavers through CPR education and access to AEDs. Join me to ensure everyone has the chance to live longer, healthier lives. Visit heart.org/nation.
take your shot in an iconic gym or at a state-of-the-art range. Make a memory in the world's largest high school fieldhouse or at one of the state's best fishing lakes. Experience history at a museum dedicated to Indiana basketball or at the birthplace of a founder of flight. When you travel to Henry County, Indiana, you'll see that basketball lives here, along with so much more. Visit hoopsandhenry.com to plan your visit.
Newcastle Fieldhouse, the town of Newcastle, about 30 miles due east of the Circle City. Today's starting lineups is brought to you by Virtual Announcer. Mic'd Up and Virtual Announcer brings you the complete game day audio experience. Mic'd Up now delivers Game 7 to your entire athletic department with our Virtual Announcer and DJ Mike Game Day radio, screened to ensure a family-friendly yet electric atmosphere. Mic'd Up will change the way you hear the game, feel the game, and experience the atmosphere. Contact Jake Hinson today for your demo at 317-649-3721 or Jake at virtualannouncer.org. And we'll turn it over to PA announcer Chad Newcomb for today's starting lineups featuring the Eagles of Columbia City and the Lady Braves of Indian Creek.
And now, at this time, let's meet the rosters and starting lineups for both teams. First, let's meet the team representing the guest on the scoreboard, the Lady Eagles of Columbia City. Today, the roster includes number 10, Lady Zillian. Number 14, Anissa Tonkol. Number 30, Olivia Kidd. Number 32, Tora Haller. And number 34, Sydney Moore. Starting lineup now for the Lady Eagles. At guard, a 5'7" senior wearing number 12, Kendra Sheets. At guard, a 5'6" senior wearing number 20, Faith Fry. At guard, a 5'6" senior wearing number 22, Tessa Tunkel. At forward, a 5'10" senior, number 24, Molly Baker. And at guard, a 5'9" junior, wearing number 33, Addie Baxter. The head coach of the Lady Eagles, Amy Shearer. And now, let's meet the home team on the scoreboard, the Indian Creek Lady Braves. Today, the roster includes number 10, Reese Tennell. Number 15, Olivia Pendleton. Number 23, Jasmine Day. Number 24, Ellie Oliver. Number 4, Gracie Worden. And number 13, Lily Foster. And now the starting lineup for the Lady Braves. At guard, a 5'7" junior, wearing number 2, Ayla Lawler. At guard, a 5'7" junior, wearing number 14, Bree Gold. At forward, a 6' sophomore, number 32, Lexi Seaston. At guard, a 5'7" senior, wearing number 5, Lauren Foster. And at forward, a 6'4" senior, wearing number 21, Faith Weisman. The head coach of the Lady Braves, Brian Ferris.
So our 10 are set for game 1 of a 4-game slate here on the ISC Sports Network. And Jan, it's two teams, a little contrasting styles. Columbia City they're going to play some set basketball. They're going to run a lot of offense through that half-court set. And, well, Indian Creek, they're going to run on you, even though they got a lot of height down there with Faith Wiseman. You said it, she's an IU commit. She's going to go down and play a lot of good basketball, but they're going to kind of want to get up and down this floor. But two contrasting styles. It's going to be one heck of a ball game here in the morning.
It really is. And listen, you get selected here because of your potential, and both teams have reached their potential. Here we go, John.
And already they're on the floor diving, and it's in possession of Columbia City. It's a jump ball, and that's going to go in way of the Lady Eagles.
You know, we'll talk a lot about offense in this broadcast, and rightfully so, but really these two teams, really foundation, John, is built about defense. They hold their opponents in the mid-30s, so we'll see who can find offense against these really two good defenses.
Well, the arrow was wrong on the opening possession, so it's going to go in the way of Indian Creek. Having trouble getting it in here, so finally finds the 6'4" Wiseman. That's a wise choice down in the paint.
Beautiful
down
pass.
low, good pass, no good. Gets her own rebound, and Seasting gets it in for the first 2 of the ball game.
Really good pass by Wiseman to set that whole thing up.
Well, full court pressure, now to the midcourt, over the timeline. Pocket 3. She rolls it around for Addie Baxter. So 3-2, quick Hurley here in the first quarter.
But you can say a lot of things about Addie Baxter. The one thing I'll say, she is a flat-out competitor.
Lawler missed a 3. Wiseman there to collect the rebound. Jump ball. And now it's in favor of the Lady Eagles. So Baxter to inbound.
The Braves, they'll press you all over the place. That's part of their repertoire. Don't be surprised, John, to see this press all game long.
They break the press. Down low. Baxter in the lane. Got it. So good 1-2 basketball there from the Lady Eagles. They take a 5-2 advantage. Here's Lawler running the offense. Gets into the corner, picks up her dribble, and there's a steal.
Bad pass.
Here comes Fry. One-on-one with the left. No good. And tipped out of bounds. stay with Columbia City. Good anticipation there from Fry in the steal.
When you and I talk, this has a lot of feel, John, of a state championship game. There'll be some nerves simply just because it feels like a state championship game.
Couldn't get the bunny to drop underneath. Wiseman with the rebound. She's got 2 already. Having a little trouble at the half line, but now she gets it at the top. She'll spin in the lane, right hand, no good. Rebound Baker.
You'll take that shot any day, just a little strong.
Here's Baxter. Now in the corner. Fry. Over to Sheet, she'll kick it. Here's Baxter, wide open. Got it.
You can't leave her that well. She's way too solid from outside to give her that much space. She wants the ball.
So here's Foster controlling the offense. Hounded by Sheets, down low, and she walked. That's actually a push-off.
Listen, Baxter shoots almost 46% behind the arc. If I'm open like she is and she can shoot, get her the ball.
Well, right now, Jan, it's Addie Baxter 8, Indian Creek 2.
Listen, she is that dynamic. She's a lot of the reason that the Columbia City Eagles are here today because she is solid.
She has it now, the right wing. Here's a 3 ball. That one a little heavy. Baxter got it, and in and out of the hands of Sheets. That'll go in favor of the Lady Braves.
Well, anytime you get off to a good lead, that just helps your nerves a little bit. 8-2. Columbia City really getting off to a good start. Let's see what Indian Creek can do.
Foster over the timeline now. Into the corner. Down low to Wiseman. She lost it.
Yeah,
to the hands of Tonkel.
She's really getting pressured when she gets the ball. They're going to pressure
Good
her.
pass to Fry. In the layup, couldn't get it, but a blocking foul, so she'll go to the line for 2. This will go on Ayla Lawler. That's her first.
Take a look at the replay. Just really good passing. And when you think of Indian Creek, with the stat that really sticks out, John, is they average 23 assists a game. They love to share the ball.
Fry hits the front end. And she'll get the friendly roll. And now it's an 8-point advantage for the Lady Eagles. Here's Lawler. Pick from Wiseman. Dumped down low, but knocked away from the Lady Eagles. Another turnover.
Yeah, good defense. Columbia City really collapses when she gets the ball.
3 ball. Front iron no good. There's Baxter. No, that's Baker on the rebound. Now here's a kick out. Shh. Tong in and out. Loose ball. That's out of bounds, and Indian Creek basketball.
Well, the Eagles average just about 10 offensive rebounds a day, or game, I should say, John. They had at least 3 on that possession.
Very active on the offensive glass. Foster gets it over. She'll go to the lane. Looking down low. Here's Wiseman. Spin move into the lane. Got it.
There you go.
Friendly roll.
Really good post move. She can do that.
Here's Baxter now. She gets it ahead to Tonkel. Skip pass. Here's Sheets. Baxter all alone. Now Sheets, long 3. Got it.
Wow, Columbia City is just dead hot from outside. They take about 18 a game, hit 6, and they've hit a bunch of those here early.
There's a push-off from Lawler. That's a quick 2 fouls on her. And the 5'7" junior already in foul trouble.
Timeout. Here's a replay. Columbia City just really spreading the floor. And if you're going to be a good 3-point shooting ball club, spread the floor and rotate the ball.
Take a break here. Take your shot in Henry County. Basketball destinations and so much more. Visit hoopsandhenry.com for trip planning ideas. And Jan, I mean, talk about coming out with a lot of tenacity here in the first couple of minutes, is that Columbia City has decided to put on the afterburners on their shoes, playing a lot of tenacious defense down there, causing turnovers, getting out to a 9-point lead.
Yeah, a lot of coaching is X and O's, but a lot of it is the psychology of just getting your team prepared, mentally prepared, not too high, not too low, but more confident than anything. Columbia City just really dead focused here to start things early, and their shooting replicates that.
Indian Creek riding a 9-game winning streak, came off a big win. They were at Sullivan to take on the Golden Arrows just this past Friday, 66-54 in that one. Right now just seemed a little bit overmatched. It's a very determined Lady Eagles team. So Foster to inbound. Good pressure, gets it into Wiseman, back to Foster. She'll take it in the lanes, short jumper, back iron, got the friendly roll.
Yeah, little give and go. For the first time, the Eagles did not get that double team in the paint, and Indian Creek got the shot they wanted.
Now Sheets.
Little zone now by the Lady Braves.
Into the hands of Fry, skip past the Sheets, long three. That one way long, but backside rebound and a foul underneath. Pushing them back from Bree Galt.
The Lady Eagles really settling for that three, but why not? You hit some, you get confidence. You can put a game away in a hurry, you get hot from outside.
Baxter, good 1-2 basketball underneath.
That's just basketball one-on-one. Well said, John. Out pass, bounce pass in the bucket.
That ball stripped away, but she got the return on Lawler.
Yeah, that's too easy. Indian Creek gets a free one. You'll take some of those.
Top of the key. Good look down low.
Pretty. Really pretty pass inside. Give the assist to number 33, Baxter.
So Molly Baker gets on the board. Wiseman just too big underneath.
All of a sudden now Indian Creek's got a little bit of flow going to their offense.
So Sheets now. Fry trying to find somebody here. Sheets now. Gets a little seam down low. Baker lost it.
Good idea.
Turnover.
Good idea. Tough pass though.
And knocked out of bounds. It'll stay. The Lady Braves. Olivia Pendleton and Jasmine Day. Winner for Coach Brian Ferris.
Both teams like to play at a little faster pace. They average in the 60s, the mid 60s, so they like this a little quicker pace.
Here's Foster. Nice look to Wiseman.
She moved so well. Really good move around that baseline that time by Wiseman. She all of a sudden is starting to mount points.
3-ball from Fry. In and out. But offensive rebound. Back to Baker. So that combination of Baxter to Baker working out real good for the Lady Eagles.
Indian Creek has got to do a better job of checking out. Lady Eagles really taking advantage of that offensive board.
Nice pass from Wiseman to Foster.
Foster continues to move well without the ball. Been watching her. Really moves without the ball.
Now Fry takes it down low. Here's Baxter. Kicks it back out to Fry. Corner jumper, no good. Up ahead to Pendleton, and she took steps.
Yep. Little quick there, didn't put the ball down, and that's unfortunate for the Braves, John, because they got that lead down to 5, had a chance to get a little closer.
So Lainey Ziliak comes in for Coach Shear. 5'6" junior guard. She's still controlling the offense for Columbia City. There's Baxter into the lane, gets cut off. Right-hand jumper off the iron, no good. Pendleton with the rebound. Right in the corner, three, and swatted away.
Hello. Anticipated that one perfectly. Come out of nowhere to swat it down. Take a look. That's just great timing defensively.
Foster to inbound. Now in the corner, Wiseman trying to establish position down low. Foster works the top. Here's Pendleton. That ball long. Baxter backside rebound. Columbia City on the push, down the lane.
She got
She
hammered.
took a body check right there.
She sure did.
From Jasmine Day, and it looks like Day got the worst of that collision.
You had two bodies trying to occupy the same spot, and they really hit hard. And hopefully everybody's all right. Shaking up a little bit.
Yeah, Day holding her head there. First thing you want to do is make sure she's okay.
She's clearly shaking up a little bit.
That was a rough collision, as you mentioned, Dan. They trying to occupy the same airspace and not enough room there.
I tell people that's football without pads, and that ain't fun.
There's no malintent there. They were just running for the same spot.
Yep. Hopefully she'll be all right. Maybe she can sit there and gather herself.
Yeah, take as enough time as that young athlete needs. So Ellie Oliver, a freshman, will get some early minutes here. Just under a minute left here in the first quarter, which has been a fun one.
Yeah, really quick pace. Really quick pace. Columbia City really set it high, and then Indian Creek has kind of chipped back in this thing.
Baxter now hounded by Wiseman. Back to Sheets. She'll reset. Gets into the lane, right-hander, no good, but she'll get fouled and go to line for two.
Columbia City gets to the line just under 18 times a game. Of all their stats that are really outstanding, this one's not. As a team, they're 53%. We'll see how they do today. Some are a little better than others. That's a team stat. She has nothing but net.
Sheets gets her fourth point of the ball game. And gets them both.
Got them both. Got to hit free throws at tournament time.
Here's Foster working in the paint. Dumps it down low to Wiseman. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Indian Creek. 36.4 on the clock.
Really good defense by Baker that time. She's really fronting Wiseman. And I think if you're going to play defense against somebody that's a lot taller than you, I like the deny. See, she's playing in front.
And she got it.
Yeah, that's perfect defense. That's how you want to play somebody that has a lot more length than you do.
Down low, that ball tipped. There's Baker down low to Baxter, and a reversal.
So unselfish. Just so unselfish. Another assist. Wow, what a pace. 23 already.
Under 10. Foster, elbow jumper, got it. Smooth approach from Lauren Foster.
Yeah, Foster averages just under 17. Good shot.
Sheets at the buzzer, just off the iron. But what a first quarter. Sees the Columbia City Eagles at 23, Indian Creek Lady Braves 16. We'll take a break. You're watching Game 1 of the Hall of Fame Classic at Newcastle on the ISC Sports Network.
If the time comes, be ready. Learn CPR and join the nation of lifesavers. Nearly 3 out of 4 cardiac arrests that don't happen in hospitals happen in homes. CPR saved my life. I've teamed up with the American Heart Association as the national ambassador to help create a nation of lifesavers, turning bystanders into lifesavers through CPR education and access to AEDs. Join me to ensure everyone has the chance to live longer, healthier lives. Visit heart.org/nation.
In addition to learning hands-only CPR, the American Heart Association encourages schools, businesses, and other organizations to have a cardiac emergency response plan. Free templates and resources are available from the American Heart Association. Simply scan the QR code now that you can see on your screen.
Really quick paced. Boy, 23 in the first period. That's an 80-plus point average.
Wiseman, bodying underneath, great move from the 6'4 senior.
John, she's starting to rack them up, the points now, really getting in position to score.
Here's Ziliak now, gets it back to Sheets. Tonkel. Baker. Ziliak on a good cut.
See, John, that's just good movement. When you're moving without the ball, it's so productive offensively.
Foster now working the 1-2 with Wiseman. Wanda thought about the 3, didn't take it. Now Wiseman. Here's Oliver, thought about it, down low. Wiseman got a hand up. Baxter came around on the floor.
Well, I thought the Eagles tried to get the double on her, but she is so tall. They love that alley-oop pass. That time, a little too much contact. Take a look at the replay. See, they just try to go up high, and there's not much you can go do defensively.
Well, they gave that foul to Kendra Sheets. I didn't see Sheets in the play at all, but that's why I'm here and they're there. There's Oliver. Got her own rebound. Hand on it again. And they may get Baxter for that one.
Well, right now, let's see, who did they get the foul on?
I was going to get one right before the day was over. There we go. So that one does go on Addie Baxter, but good hustle rebound by Ellie Oliver. Staying with the play, she'll go the line for 2. And misses the front end of that one. Left it a little short. She'll get a second chance. The lead is 7.
Yeah, we're less than 6-7 games away from sectional time, and free throws are so huge today and through the rest of the season.
Here's Baxter, got by Wiseman. Wiseman cut her off. And here's Sheets, down the lane, right-hand floater, no good. Oliver with the rebound. And she'll kick it out. Here's Pendleton. Fell on the ground. There's going to be a foul there. Probably going to be on Ziliak.
Well, I'll tell you, Ellie Oliver has been incredibly active here the last part of the first period and into the second period. She's getting a lot of deflections, touching the ball, just really, really active.
Just a freshman. So Coach Ferris has 3 more good years of young number 24, and Wiseman took steps.
Yeah, absolutely did. She did a complete turnaround. That's a good call by the very veteran officials in these tournaments here at Newcastle. Take a look. See, the complete 180. No question about the travel call.
So Faith Fry going to re-enter. Good minutes by Tessa Tonkel. So just over a minute 30 here into the second quarter.
Yep, she did too. Absolutely, she took an extra step. I told you as an ex-official, so I see those things just like they do. You literally have
Jan,
to watch
I can
her,
be
though.
quiet the rest of this game because you've got everything under control here.
No, I'm just so used to it.
You're doing a fantastic job.
You're so concentrated on the ball and the feet, and it's just you can't get away from it after you've did that for so long.
Here's Oliver now. Foster lost it. Little scrum on the side. That's going to stay with Indian Creek.
Boy, Columbia City all of a sudden, I think, has picked up, John, their defensive pressure a notch.
Here's Foster. Oliver thinking about it. And she's going to go to her left. That ball left alone into the hands of Baxter. Into the lane, a little floater off the rim, no good. Wiseman off the rebound, but Baxter got it. Wiseman got that one, but Ziliak may have got an arm on it.
Well, Columbia City just continues to pound hard offensive rebounds, really putting pressure. And finally, Wiseman was able to pull that one down.
So they're going to get Addie Baxter on that. So that's her second. she's going to come out. They'll bring Tonko back in.
Would you agree this has been kind of a physical game?
It has been.
I think they've really gotten after it.
A lot of physicality down in the paint. Everybody crashing the boards on both the defensive, offensive side of the glass. Here's Wiseman working against Baker. Spin move, left it long. Now here's a kick out. Sheets, who's going to get there? It's Sheets with the right hand. No good. Wiseman there to clean up the glass.
Wiseman really running the floor for that rebound.
Now the Lady Braves on the push. Little out of control, but it's a block on Sheets. Didn't have position.
Well, let's take a look at that. We're right next to the Columbia City coaching staff. Here's a great shot from the upstairs camera.
And no, she looked like she was there. It did look like Tonko was there. But that's the thing, is that we have replay, they don't.
Well, I'm not so sure they didn't give the foul to the one that was moving versus the one who could have taken the charge. I'm not sure who they give that to, 22?
They gave it to the one that seemed to have position.
Yeah, it's Tonko.
You probably could have got it on Kendra Sheets there, but they gave it to Tonko. So 1 and 2. So now Columbia City. Here's Sheets for 3. Canned it.
Nailed it, man. She was way outside. Sheets averages 12, John, nothing but net. And still the three-point play has been huge for the Eagles.
The lead is 9. It's the largest it's been. Good feet work underneath, but Wiseman there got the rebound, able to put it in.
Wow, Wiseman just being really active. It's one thing to be tall. It's another to run the floor. She does both.
She's the game's leading scorer with 10, along with Addie Baxter. Tonko with the left hand, got it.
Yeah, the backside help didn't get there in time. Boy, Columbia City is so good about recognizing that opening for the dribble drive.
Coming up on 4 minutes here in the second quarter.
Oh, that's a walk. Yep.
And she took steps.
Little out of control. When we talk about tempo, a lot of times people interpret tempo to mean you want to slow it down. No, not at all. Tempo is what you are comfortable playing at.
So Foster and Reese Tennell, sophomore guard, makes her first appearance here. Sheets controlling the point. Fry. Now Tonko into the lane, little floater with the right, got it.
That's just great shot selection. They just continue to get really good shot selection. You get that shot chart, if we had one, most of theirs would be either three-point or in the paint.
Tennell lost it, knocked out of bounds, but it'll stay with Indian Creek. So Foster to the inbound. The lead is its largest at 11 for Columbia City. Foster, now Wiseman. Wiseman down low, got some contact and just got a handful.
Boy, I love the way she posts up. That's textbook. You get a nice base, you get your hands up, call for the ball. You can see why so many colleges was interested in her. She will be a force.
She hits her first. She'll look for point number 12 here.
Especially if you can hit the free throws, which is so important.
She got it. So she averages just above 17 a night. She's already at 12 here in the first half. Tonko got all the way down the lane, handed it off to Baker, and she finished it. Foster got into trouble, hands it off to Wiseman, puts it up and waved off. So that's going to go on Baker. She picks up 2 quick fouls. And now they're going to change that. They did call it on the floor, but now they'll send Wiseman to the line. hits that one.
She shoots 64% from the free throw line, and John, your point total just keeps adding up for her right now.
Running out of ink. But Anissa Tonkel. And she can't hit the back end of the two-point free throw.
You know, we talk about getting that, playing quickly and getting off to a good start. Ever since Columbia City got off to that good start, they've really never looked back. Now that lead is up to 10.
Tonkel on the drive. She got tripped up and got pushed. So they'll get Reese Tunnell.
Well, the Lady Eagles just continue to find little seams in that dribble drive in the paint.
So that'll send the senior Tessa Tonkel to the line. Looking for points 7 and 8. She got 7.
You know, you see a lot of things preparing for these ball clubs. One of the things you don't see, obviously, is quickness. This overall team quickness, Columbia City, is really, really good.
And she got that one. So Tonkel up to 8. So here's Lawler now. Hands it off to Foster.
Braves got to find some offense. Leads clear up to 12 now.
Just want to make recognition on that last touch. Jasmine Day is back in the ball game, so that's great to see.
That
she
is.
took that little hit on that collision.
Oh, big play.
Hand off to Foster. She got it in. But Jasmine Day, 23.
Well, that's a must. Good cleanup by Foster. That is good news, John.
Here's Faith Fry now, cut off. Back up to Tonkel. And she'll let Sheets control it. Tries to dump it down low, does.
That's a tough pass.
But yeah, she couldn't handle it.
Tough pass.
Anissa couldn't handle it.
Especially when you got the length of Wiseman in there. That'll be a tougher pass in today's ball game. Timeout.
So Columbia City will take a timeout. We'll take one too. It's game 1 of a 4-game slate here on the ISC Sports Network.
Got the dunk, got the poster, and gets the highlights. Now he takes the look away, and he puts it away.
It's a 10-point advantage for the Columbia City Eagles here in game 1 of a 4-game slate of the Hall of Fame Classic on the IC Sports Network, the Indian Creek Lady Braves. Jan, they've kind of had some spurts where they kind of gradually knocked into that lead, but then Columbia City comes right back and extends it to the double digits, and just Indian Creek not able to crack into it to where they can get back into this thing.
Well, we talked about defense earlier. Columbia City only gives up about 30 in the mid-30s per ball game.
There's Jasmine Day working hard on the glass, and she gets her first bucket.
Right now, all of Indian Creek's buckets are around the rim.
The 3-ball has helped Columbia City tremendously, although pretty quiet here in the second quarter.
But that spurt, sometimes you get that lead and can hold serve. That's all you need. We'll see.
Here's Fry. Now to Sheets. She finds a seam and just couldn't finish. Sting back in the ball game.
Yeah,
and over and back there.
Yeah, absolutely. See, she established her court in the front, and so when you go back to get the ball, that makes you back and forth. Well called by the official. The one play that so many fans don't understand is what you have to have in order to establish the court. You need 2 feet and the ball to establish a court.
And the fans thought they saw the same thing, but they did. So,
hey, we
so
need officials today.
That's
we
right.
We had an advertisement yesterday. We need more officials.
Call Chris Shields. And Ellie Oliver, who did a nice job in her first appearance, very active.
Yeah. Let me point out a little bit what Columbia City's doing here. They spread the floor, and what the Eagles are doing is coming out with them. And see, that's what's getting that paint. See, right now, the paint's wide open, so you're going to have to get backside defensive help as long as there's so much room in the paint.
Fry got tripped up, but it was by her own doing. That's going to be a turnover. So Lady Braves have possession. Just under a minute here left in the first half. The lead is 8.
Need something here. Need something here under a minute. They probably guess where they want to go.
Here's Oliver. Got caught in the paint. Foster down low to Wiseman. Right hand. Got it.
Wow, they just flat out packed it in. The Lady Braves, 3 passes. Finally got it inside to Wiseman, who just has had a really, really good first half. See, Coach Amy Shearer saying, man, they're in that three-point line a long time.
Couldn't complete the three-point play, but the lead is 6.
Yeah.
So 25 seconds left here. They'll hand it off the sheets.
This is a big possession. Columbia City, let's say they'll work it. They'll take the 6-point lead or try to enhance it, but more importantly, not give Indian Creek much shot.
Tonkel elbow jumper, no good. Gets a rebound. Here, 5 seconds. Kick out. Fry.
Got it! How huge is that, John?
And that'll end the half on a 3-point bucket by Faith Fry
See,
to extend the lead back to 9. Go ahead, Jan.
No, they just spread the court so well, and they're so confident in the 3. That gives them an option a lot of teams don't have.
So we'll go to the break. The lead back up to 9 for the Columbia City Eagles over the Indian Creek Lady Braves. What a heck of a first half here on a game slate of 4 on the Hall of Fame Classic right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
The home of Hoosiers.
where legends live.
basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
A giant field house.
And basketball courts in every park.
basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
Family.
And friends.
And team.
And fans.
basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
Memories.
And history.
And future.
And hope.
Basketball.
Lives.
Here.
Basketball lives here in Henry County, Indiana.
Hey there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
Derek, do you know what we do not have in common with Ted Lasso?
What's that, Jake?
We made it beyond 3 seasons.
Oh, we're going to make it like 30, 40, 50 seasons. As long as your heart holds out, that is. Query and Schultz every Tuesday night. You can watch it right here on the ISC Sports Network, on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, X, podcast, whatever it is. Just call it whatever you want.
Twitter doesn't exist.
Just make sure Tuesday nights, Query and Schultz, 7:30, all season long right here on the ISC Sports Network.
We outlasted Twitter.
We did.
take your shot in an iconic gym or at a state-of-the-art range. Make a memory in the world's largest high school fieldhouse or at one of the state's best fishing lakes. Experience history at a museum dedicated to Indiana basketball or at the birthplace of a founder of flight. When you travel to Henry County, Indiana, you'll see that basketball lives here, along with so much more. Visit hoopsandhenry.com to plan your visit.
Halftime here at the Hall of Fame Classic on the campus of Newcastle High School. Hoops in Henry County. Take your shot in Henry County, basketball destinations, and so much more. Visit hoopsandhenry.com for trip planning ideas. And fans, I just want to let you know here, this is not part of the ball game that we were expecting here. Did not know we were going to have a donut hole eating contest here at halftime. And Jen, you were just saying here that I'm not sure why you didn't get the invite for this. I think that you would be.
John, my nickname in college was the Donut Man. I'm just here to tell you.
I would not. It would not surprise me, Jan.
I don't want to put these guys to shame, but I could have won this easy, but nobody invited me.
Now you can see here, our gentleman on the right has the two-hand technique. It looks like he's breaking and eating. Our man in the middle here just has the concentration. He's going to go one bite at a time, and then he's feeding with the left hand. Our man on the to our left kind of has the duck and down approach, has a little bit more reach the distance in which he's working here.
Now
I'm doing play-by-play for Donut Holes. Never thought.
They needed to come to the Jambosha School of Eating Donuts, and this ain't it, man. Listen, they're young. They got lots of time and room to learn how to properly put down about 3 dozen donuts.
I'm going to have to talk to our boss, Greg Rakestraw. This wasn't on the assignment list for today. But I'll tell you what, Jan, talk about an exciting first half of basketball here. You know, we knew that, I guess it was kind of opposite what we thought was going to happen. We knew that Columbia City was very good in a half-court set. They came out running the basketball up and down the court. A lot of fast break opportunity points, creating points off of turnovers. But then we saw Indian Creek, what they do best kind of in that second quarter, settling it down, running the offense. But who'd they run it through? Number 21, Faith Wiseman, leading all scorers with 15. But that three-point shooting of Columbia City kept them with that high lead. They got it down as low as 6, but those three-pointers just kept Columbia City where Indian Creek could not just break it in to, say, a 3-4 point advantage.
Yeah, you know, a lot of that is such, Amy, she's been around. This is her 14th year. Good teams adapt to what's there, what the other team's giving them. And they left that 3-point open, and boy, did Columbia City ever take advantage of it. And that lead was really kind of, like you said, established by that 3-point. Whereas on the other hand, Indian Creek really looked for the 3. They have their all-state center, and they flat out tried to go. And earlier they had some trouble getting it in there. But in the second quarter, man, she established her position inside and was dominant. So a lot of talk defensively on both teams. Indian Creek going, listen, if we go out and take the 3, remember we talked about the paint being wide open, so you got to be able to work backside and watch the paint, because that's the dynamic things that Columbia City can do, that 3 or the paint. On the other side, they're talking about how do we defend the tall inside. Double, front, lot of chess match going on in that locker room.
And one thing that Indian Creek also needs to establish is they're getting, out of their 30 points, Lauren Foster and Faith Wiseman have 23 of those. So where is that additional help going to come from? You look at the balance scoring in Columbia City with the 39. You have Baxter with 10. You have Molly Baker with 6. Tonkel with 8. Faith Fry has 5. Kendra Sheets with 8. So the balanced scoring attack, where you can throw the basketball to get some additional points, where is that third option going to come for the Lady Braves?
I think you're exactly right. That's what I would say. I go, listen, we're going to let anybody else beat us besides Wiseman right now. You may see them triple team her down low until somebody can start to beat them from outside. You got to say, listen, we can't continue to let Wiseman beat us. So you'll take your chance percentage-wise of double and triple and see if anybody else can beat you.
You know what? We've got everything that we need for a classic second half. We've got a great venue. We've got the band playing, and we have some great basketball teams getting at it. We'll see you for the second half right as soon as we come back here on the ISC Sports Network.
Basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
The home of Hoosiers.
Where legends live.
basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
a giant field house
and basketball courts in every park.
basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
Family.
and friends.
And team.
And fans.
basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
Memories.
And history.
And future.
And hope.
Basketball
Lives.
Here.
Basketball lives here in Henry County, Indiana.
Game 1 of a 4-game slate here at the Hall of Fame Classic on the IHSAA Sports Network. And Jan, we had just talked about it. 50%. We got our score sheet. We kind of added it all up. 50% from the 3-ball from Columbia City has them with that 9-point advantage.
Well, they have 5 3-pointers. Indian Creek has 0. So right now, everything else is relatively even or close. That's the one stat that clearly Columbia City owns. And listen, 5 threes is a lot of points.
But the one answer that Columbia City has yet to solve is the play of number 21, Faith Wiseman, down low for Indian Creek.
Yeah, no question about it. And listen, you can't replicate defending 6'4". You know, you do a lot of different things in practice. And not only is she 6'4", she got good length in her arms. And what I like about it, listen, there are a lot of tall kids, boys and girls, but not all tall people play the game and know how to play the game. She runs the court, got great hands, posts real big, so she's special. Not only is she tall, but she knows how to play the game.
So, Jen, as we look heading into, we got about a minute left here before we start the second half. We know that Columbia City, they can shoot the 3-ball, and we know that Indian Creek is going to go down low. But what does Indian Creek need to do? Because we've seen the patience of Columbia City when they collapse on those 3-point shooters. They are very good moving off the ball. They will cut to the basket. They will make crisp, solid passes. What does Indian Creek need to do to limit those, maybe force some turnovers, get off on the break? They haven't had a lot of transition points off of turnovers.
Well, I go to the math game. Listen, there's a reason teams shoot 33% from the 3-point line, and they can shoot 50% in the paint. Sometimes you can't stop both, so you have to pick your poison. If I'm Indian Creek, I stop the dribble drive because that is 50%. You may give up a few threes. Now, it may come back to haunt you. I'm not saying it can, but there's a reason teams, as an average, shoot 30 to 33% from the 3-point line. Water sinks its level with that. But I think they have to sag just ever so slightly more in that paint and try to cut off that and take your chances with the 3.
Both of these teams will have about a week off, and both will head out next week. The Columbia City Eagles will head out to Belmont to take the Braves next Friday. And then Indian Creek will go out to Brown County to take on the Eagles again on Saturday, January 6th. So we're underway. Possession Lady Eagles. That shot no good. Rebound, C-Sting.
There's your case in point right there. Take your chance on that. They come away with a one-shot rebound.
Foster with the elbow jumper, no good. Rebound by Molly Baker. Fry.
Well, one thing's for sure, if Columbia City can come out with the same start they start this game with, that would be problematic.
Let's see if Sheets wants to take the bigger Wiseman off the dribble. Tries to, thinks better about it. Now Fry. Just patience here from the Eagles. Sheets baseline. Ayla Lawler got a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with Columbia City.
Yeah, good defense that time. I like what you're saying there about patience, because I think with the lead, you can keep the lead with patience, but you get a little sloppy and that lead go away quickly. I like the word patience when it comes to the teams with the lead.
That ball tipped out of bounds. Bree Galt didn't start the game, but gets it here. No, she did. Oh, and they're going to have a push there on Galt.
Just ever so slightly.
That's going to be her third.
That indeed is her third. That's a tough one, too, because you got it early. That may cause you to have to sit for a while. We'll see how long they keep her on the bench.
So that'll bring in Olivia Pendleton real quick for Coach Brian Ferris. So here's Baxter. Tonkel got caught up. Fry hit that big 3 in the first half. Baxter down the lane with the right hand. Couldn't get it. Wiseman just powered away for that rebound.
Did you see where they had Wiseman playing, though? They had her sagging in the paint, and it paid off again.
Down low, Wiseman, right hand, too easy.
Well, listen, if you pick how you want to play a big person or a tall person, and if you play behind somebody at 6'4", nothing good's going to happen, because you're either going to get the bucket, a foul, or both.
Now here's Baxter. To her right, kicks it out, 3 ball, got it.
There you go. If they can continue to do that, that will help their cause, because Indian Creek is clearly sagging a little more to try to defend the paint.
Foster got in a lane and she got fouled on the drive.
Boy, teams that can just perfect that inside-outside offense, so hard to defend. I mean, in basketball, you have to give up something. It's so difficult to guard everything.
And it's very deflating for an opposing team. You get a quick bucket, you trim the lead, and then the opposing team who's shooting hot from three comes right back with a three ball. That ball stolen on the inbound.
Oh, that's a foul.
Just step for step, and Lauren Foster got too much body against Kendra Sheets.
Take a look. That's just not a foul you really want. If you're going to get a foul, make it something that is affecting a shot. That's, 40, 50 feet away from the bucket.
So Sheets over the timeline into the forecourt. Fry just out of Baxter. To the left with a right hand and puts it in.
Yeah, that's right at the rim. That's really close to the rim.
So she's got a dozen. Lawler. Wiseman up top. Now to Foster.
Watch the spin! Watch the spin!
Tried to get it down low. That ball just all over the place, but Baker got a lot of basketball, but maybe caught the arm of Lexi Seasting. They're calling that a shot.
Yeah, I think the more that Indian Creek can find their way to the free throw line to stop the clock, John, and get back in this game, that's a plus for them.
That's going to be 3 on Molly Baker. Seasting can't complete that one. So that'll bring in Anissa Tonkel.
Oh, my. Well, that's part of her game that she struggled with this year, shooting just under 30%. So
now the Lady Eagles back on offense. Baxter, double team, got it knocked away. And then a foul.
See, here's what we got going on now. Clearly, the Braves talked about being more physical because they've come out of the locker room. But what you have to do as a good ball club is measure how are the officials going to call it. You can't just foul yourself out of this game, but they're trying to be more physical for a reason.
Just about 3 minutes played here in the third quarter. Sheets picks up her dribble. Found to the way of Baxter. And it looks like Wiseman probably got a piece of that, but when she did, she was on the baseline, so it's going to be side out.
I'm telling you,
for the Lady Eagles.
Wiseman plays 100% all the time. She's on the floor. Obviously she could score, but all the intangibles she does so well.
Fry tries to go up and under, and she got fouled in doing so.
Yeah, you just want to keep your hands straight up there. Listen, she has Wiseman right behind her. That's quite honestly a foul you just don't need to get. See, you're fine, but there the hand comes down. You want a foul, bring the hand down or reach, and it's going to be a foul. Almost automatic.
So Faith Fry looking for points 6 and 7. Can't hit the front end. That'll bring in Ellie Oliver. And can't hit either of them.
Yeah,
Wiseman with the rebound.
She has struggled there this year, 50% free throw shooter.
Oliver for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound backside by Baxter. She gets in the hands of Sheets. Little pressure from Indian Creek. Baxter, mid-range jumper, got it.
Listen, she cuts to the elbow, and the key was the pass. The pass was right there, and she was ready to shoot. Well done.
3 ball here, no good. Rebound, Baxter again.
Boy, they just cannot find behind the arc.
Good pass to Sheets. Little elbow jumper, no good. Ball tipped around into the hands of Wiseman. So Foster now running. Pendleton down low, Foster. And it looks like they'll get Anissa Tonkel.
Yeah, Coach Amy.
No, they get Baxter there.
Coach Amy Shear was yelling.
Yeah, Coach Amy Shear wanted to travel.
Yeah, she sure did. A lot of contact. Probably not going to get that call with all that contact.
Foster sinks it. She's got 9. That'll bring in Lainey Ziliak.
Right now, the key for Columbia City is they have just not allowed that run that Indian Creek so desperately needs.
So Foster in the double digits now. But we talked about it, Jan. It's Wiseman with 17, Foster with 10. Next highest, Lady Brave, is Lawler with 3.
Right.
Working in the paint. Tonkel, no good.
Tough shot.
Oliver with the rebound. Had a little trouble getting across, but Foster does. Kick out, short jumper, in and out, no good. Wiseman there to clean it up. Couldn't get the roll into the hands of Tonkel.
Yeah, that was a good no call. She's allowed to go straight up.
And Ziliak just went up strong and got the foul. I don't think she had really anywhere to go with it.
I've called a lot of girls' games this year, and I'll tell you, the Lady Eagles do as good a job as any team I've had so far on the women's side of just getting to the rim. They ball rotate, they dribble, drive. They really recognize where those little seams are and do as good a job as any of just getting to the rim.
So Tora Holler, the sophomore, is going to see her first minutes here in the third quarter. Ziliak hits a second for her third point. The lead is 13. Just under 3:30 left here in the third quarter.
It's a big 3 minutes right here, John. Can Indian Creek find any room to cut into this lead? They're not finding much. And that's a timeout because they were about to lose the ball with the 5-second call. That's a good timeout. He was counting, and they were clearly just seconds away from losing the ball.
And with that timeout, we'll take one too. Game 1 of the Hall of Fame Classic right here on the ISC Sports Network.
If the time comes, be ready. Learn CPR and join the nation of lifesavers. Nearly 3 out of 4 cardiac arrests that don't happen in hospitals happen in homes. CPR saved my life. I've teamed up with the American Heart Association as the national ambassador to help create a nation of lifesavers, turning bystanders into lifesavers through CPR education and access to AEDs. Join me to ensure everyone has the chance to live longer, healthier lives. Visit heart.org/nation.
The lead is 13. It's the largest it's been here. Game 1 of our Hall of Fame Classic between the Columbia City Eagles and the Indian Creek Lady Braves. Lady Braves riding a 9-game winning streak coming into this one, but right now it's been all Columbia City, Jan.
Yeah, you said it very well during the timeout. Columbia City's such a high IQ basketball team, both defensively and offensively, obviously super well coached by Coach Amy Shear, who's had such a great run at Columbia City. And this is the year, boy, they'd love to break through and get that sectional championship, and this is part of that preparation.
Foster tried to get it into Wiseman, couldn't do it.
Pretty crowded
and
right
another
there.
turnover
Yeah, pretty crowded
for the Lady
right there.
Braves.
Boy, they could really make things difficult with a score here.
Tonkel tried to go backside, but Foster was there to rip it off. She'll try to take on Columbia City, gets down the lane.
That's good
and
basketball.
got fouled.
Listen, that's good basketball. She recognized the defense. No way could get set, so she's going to either score or get fouled. That's great IQ of going quickly down the court.
So they gave the foul to Ziliak. That's her second.
Well, they need those. They got to hit free throws. They absolutely have to hit free throws coming down the stretch here.
So Addie Baxter re-enters. Foster's got 11. And now a dozen.
Yeah,
nice stroke on her free throws.
Yeah, I'm about to say the same thing. Really great form, good ball rotation, good arch.
Kicks it out to the corner. Sheets now brings it into the paint, kicks it out to Baxter. She lost it. Turnover.
Little too much dribbling.
Foster ends up with it. Skip pass to the corner. Tried to go baseline, couldn't do it.
Braves need something desperately.
Lawler getting hounded by Sheets just a little bit too much, and a foul is called.
Well, listen, again, the defense by Sheets really good. Just keep those hands up. Move your feet. She is so quick. Don't need to reach. You're just going to get that foul. You reach or bring those arms near. Listen, you can body people a lot, and you're not going to call. But you move those reaching hands, you get called every time.
So both teams in a bonus here.
There you go.
And Lawler sinks it. So she has 4.
Lawler, good shooter. Averages 12.
And now she has 5. So she needs to get going.
Yep. For the first time in a while, under 10. That's exactly what they needed. Still tons of time left. Let's see what these two teams will do.
Sheets, baseline, tried to kick it out, nobody home. And a turnover. So a big possession here for Lady Braves.
Yeah, and listen, for the first time, the Eagles did not make great decisions. You don't have to make things that aren't there when you have a 10-point lead.
Foster now working the 1-2 with Wiseman.
Boy, it's a great opportunity for the Braves.
Down low to Oliver, tries to go right hand, couldn't do it. Baxter there.
Tough shot. Nobody stops
Baxter against Wiseman. She went one-on-one with the 6'4" Wiseman and drew the foul.
Well, listen, the best thing you can do is get her in foul trouble, and the way to do that is go right at her, and that's exactly what the Lady Eagles did. Addie Baxter is such a good ball player. I've been so impressed with what she has done today. I was listening to some of her interviews this week, and she is intense. I mean, she's even intense when she talks. You're talking about somebody who wants to win and leads by example. It's Addie Baxter.
And Coach Shear couldn't be more excited to have her back for another year.
Oh, yeah.
And now she's got 16. So the lead back to 11. Down low.
That's a bad pass.
And there's really nobody home. There was one white jersey amongst 3 purple.
This is just not the time when when you have a shot of making some noise, John. You don't need to do the impossible here. Just play fundamental right now. You cannot continue to add turnovers when you're down by 9.
Just under 1:30 left here in the third quarter. Good backdoor pass. That ball gets away. Sheets and Ziliak trying to get possession. Ends up in the hands of Baxter somehow, but still bodies on the floor. Let's hope she's okay. Baxter and Wiseman will pop up.
Well, I tell you, there's 2 of Indiana's best right there. Great
good sportsmanship right there.
Listen, they're two incredible athletes just going 120 miles an hour. And that's the way you're supposed to play the game. Just really 2 good basketball players.
And the possession came up with Indian Creek, but my goodness.
We've had some serious crashes in this game today.
And there's a turnover right there. Sheets. Over to Baxter. Up and under with the right. Got it.
Listen, she uses the rim as a help of a defender. Up and under. That's just smart.
So Addie Baxter up to 18. Coming up on 30 seconds left here in the third. Wiseman, turnaround. Got fouled in the process.
Well, they got to find her now. She's flat out been their only offense just about all day. Now they have no choice but to find her.
And she'll go to the line looking for points 18 and 19.
She's a decent free throw shooter. She's been there a lot, so yeah. 64+% from that. Got to have these.
And she cans them both.
Boy, that was a must. The senior really showing her stuff right now.
30 seconds. Will the Lady Eagles hold for the last shot? So Sheets now with 15 left on the clock. Skip pass. Ziliak off the front end, no good. Wiseman rebound. 2 seconds, she's got to put it up. Knocked away, Oliver. Off the side of the backboard, no good. The lead is 11. We've got 8 more minutes of basketball left here. You're watching the Hall of Fame Classic on the IHSAA Sports Network.
Take your shot in an iconic gym or at a state-of-the-art range. Make a memory in the world's largest high school fieldhouse or at one of the state's best fishing lakes. Experience history at a museum dedicated to Indiana basketball or at the birthplace of a founder of flight. When you travel to Henry County, Indiana, you'll see that basketball lives here, along with so much more. Visit hoopsandhenry.com to plan your visit.
There is 8 minutes of basketball left in game 1 of a 4-game slate here on the IHSAA Sports Network for the Hall of Fame Classic between the Columbia City Eagles and the Indian Creek Lady Braves. Alongside my broadcast partner, Jan Bozier, I'm John Cupo. And Jan, it seems, you know, we just talked about it. It seems like this lead has been 11 for almost the duration of the game. Columbia City cannot break away. It's still in that lead, you know, a couple of possessions here and there. But Indian Creek can just not generate the offense or get any stops to get into that 11-point lead.
Well, we go back to those 5 early three-pointers that got them that 10-point-plus lead, and they've played consistent the whole game. So, you know, you hear broadcasters, a lot of people talk about getting off the good start, and so far, that good start and hold and serve has served Columbia City pretty well, but we got a whole fourth quarter to go, John.
So Kendra Sheets. Steal, Baxter, right hand, got it, and one.
There's your break. That's the last thing India Creek could give up. Boy, we've continually talked about the IQ of Columbia City, and this young lady right here is a lot of that. Just really good quickness, and she's just had herself a Hall of Fame day.
And Addie Baxter now with 21.
Boy, up to 16.
And just like that, the lead was 11, now 16.
Now what you can't do, you can't take a 45-second to a minute possession. There's just not enough time left.
Here's Jasmine Day.
See, we're almost at a 30-second possession right now. Defense can win it for the
Foster
Columbia
with a good
City.
left hand.
Yeah, that was a must job, but almost 45-second possession. Good news is they scored. Bad news is they used a ton of clock again.
But can the Lady Braves get a stop? Sheets on the drive. She gets fouled. That'll be called on the floor. That'll go against Lawler.
That's just been the storyline for me of this day, is their ability to dribble drive to the bucket. When they see it, they are so smart basketball-wise of when to get to the rim.
Baxter now working one-on-one. Skip past the Sheets, baseline. Goes up and under, couldn't finish it. Wiseman there to clean it up.
She makes that when I'm giving her 3. Degree of difficulty, 12.
So Foster now at 6:30 left. They got to stop. Can they complete it here on the offensive end? Wiseman in the paint, spin move, good footwork, got it. So now Wiseman with 21. And you can count that one. Another 3-ball from Faith Fry.
That's just been the difference in this ball game. It's the 3-point shooting of the Lady Eagles.
And with every answer that Indian Creek comes back with, it's always a 3-ball by Columbia City to counter it.
Yeah, you just can't continue to give up that 1-point difference all the time.
So Molly Baker picks up her 4th. That'll send Wiseman to the line.
Coming into this quarter, Indian Creek, John, was 0 for 4. Columbia, 6 for 13. 46% today from three-point line. There is your answer.
And that's the difference, 18-0.
Yeah, no doubt it
on
is.
3-point shots alone.
3-point shooting when you hit can cure a lot of problems.
Wiseman hits the back end, so she's got 22.
Now I would go back to your key word there, patience. If I'm the Lady Eagles, you don't need to be in any hurry to do anything, but just let it come to you.
But Baxter gets in the lane, left-hander, no good. There's going to be a foul there. We'll see who it's on, either Fry or Baxter. Goes on Baxter. It's her 4th.
And she does not want to come out. She's pleading with the coach. I know I got 4 fouls. Please don't take me out. And I think Amy's going to listen to her.
Baxter said, Coach, I'm in here for the final 5:47. And Coach Shear listens. She knows that's her best player out there on the court. She doesn't want to come out.
Listen, John, not only is she a good basketball player, she could be a politician because she willed her way to stay in this game.
Good corner jumper there from Ayla Lawler, so she's got 7.
I told you, she loves the game. Does not want to sit down.
Now here's Tonkel. That ball thrown away. That's a turnover, and that's going to bring in Lainey Ziliak.
Well, she got an extra minute or so out
somehow,
of it.
some way, 33 is off the court. We'll see how long this lasts.
That's a smart move. Listen, you'll need her down the stretch. You got plenty of lead here. That's what you build your depth for, is for situations like this.
Down low, Wiseman. She's got 24, and the lead is 10. Not insurmountable.
No, not at all. But they being Indian Creek, John's got to get a stop.
Sheets, not a Tonkel. And it's stuck in the corner here.
I'd use tons of clock. The more clock you use, the better it is for your team. Don't stall, but just don't force it either.
Sheets in the lane, short jumper, front iron no good. Foster with the rebound. Can go to single digits here. Foster on the move. And that's going to be on the floor, but a foul.
Well, you can say one thing for Foster. Of all the players, she gets it out and goes, doesn't she?
She's got 14. So it's been Foster and Wiseman.
Oh, no. Oh, they say, wow.
That's going to stay with the Lady Braves
they
here.
They escape one there. She's going to play.
As soon as we took a breath, Addie Baxter comes back into the ball game.
Well, she's going to play offense, defense. What's she going to do here?
So Foster to inbound, 4:33 left. The lead is 10 for Columbia City. Here's a 3-ball. Big if it goes, no good. Backside. Here's Baxter on the push. Kick out to Sheets. They'll get it in the hands of Tonkel. She'll take some time. Sheets. Skip pass to Fry. Back in the hands of Holler. Now to Sheets. Just eating some clock. Fry thought about it. Now Baxter. One-on-one with Tennell. She'll go to the hole. Left hand. Got it.
Went right at. Boy, I'll tell you, she went right at her. Wiseman and put it in.
And there's the first 3 of the game.
Wow, where's that been?
Ayla Lawler sinks the triple.
Yep, needed that.
So it is a single-digit lead.
5-on-4.
Sheets, but got fouled by Foster. That'll be her second. It'll send Kendra Sheets to the line.
I think Lawler might have been shaken up again because she took her a while to get down court.
Hey, what are we doing, White? What are we doing here? Let's go. Let's do it right.
And got a friendly roll.
Yeah, free throw shooting certainly has been kind to Columbia City. That has between the 3-point shots and just connecting at the line. It's been good. See, she'll play offensive defense with Addie Baxter just to buy her time, keep her on the court, and try to keep that 5th foul out of her.
And Sheets has a baker's dozen.
Got to hurry here, John.
So it's 10. Down low, Wiseman. Put it up, got fouled.
But see, that's the best kind. Why? Because the clock stops. You get your 3-point with the clock stop. That's valuable clock you still need. This has been fun, John. This been, even though the lead's been pretty solid, this has been a really good competitive game.
The lead down to 10, so it can get back into single digits here with the made free throw. Wiseman up to 25. Well above her average of about 17 a night. And there it is.
Yep.
26 now.
Here comes full court pressure. Got to do it now.
Can they create a turnover? Baxter back in, breaks the press.
Baxter's hard to press.
Still hounded. Kick out, 3 ball. Front iron no good.
Really good check out by Indian Creek. They got a shot if they get something here, John.
Here's Wiseman.
They got a shot. They can stay alive with something here.
Now Wiseman in the post, hands it off. That ball heavy. Foster was there. Ball on the ground, dive for it. Bunch of hands in there. Who's got the possession?
See, that's a case where Wiseman got a little too unselfish, man. You're the person, you put that in. She you know, the intent was good, but man, at this point in time, you can't be selfish enough in my book.
And that's going to stay with Indian Creek. 3:03 left here. The lead is 9 for Columbia City.
Got to get something here. Got to get something here. Tough pass.
And turnover.
Tough pass.
I don't think in that situation you want your 6'4" senior in the inbound.
Nah, completely.
You want her on the floor.
Completely agree with that.
Baxter went one-on-one, and she's going to go to the line. That's on Pendleton. So Addie Baxter looking for 24 and 25.
Amy Shear checking to make sure she had her timeouts correct. That's good coaching. So if she needs them, she knows exactly what she has. Because you have to make that call immediately. So she wants to make sure she knows how many she has.
And the lead back to that ever infamous 11-point lead. So with 2:52 left, the Columbia City Eagles hold an 11-point advantage over Indian Creek. We'll take a break ourselves. You're watching the Hall of Fame Classic on the ISC Sports Network. The 13-2 Indian Creek Lady Braves find themselves down 11 to the 12-2 Columbia City Eagles. My broadcast partner Jan Bozier and myself, John Gupo, have found ourselves in a dandy in game 1 of a 4-game slate here on the ISC Sports Network and the Hall of Fame Classic in one of the most iconic gyms, not just in the state of Indiana, but in all of the country. This is wow, what an environment. The atmosphere just, if the bleachers, the rafters, if the court could speak, the stories
oh man,
out of here that could come out.
There ain't enough time in your life to hear stories this place could present.
I sure know of one that happened at that free throw stripe
we ain't going
many
there.
moon ago. We'll talk about that maybe in game 2.
We ain't going there.
So what can the Lady Braves do here? Throws it up, and it falls.
Oh, my.
So Ayla Lawler threw it up with a hope and a prayer and got it to drop. Got fouled in the process, and she'll try to complete the 3-point play.
Listen, there is still life. That's a big play. She hits it here. And there's still some hope for Indian Creek. There's tons of time.
If you can't get it behind the stripe, go the conventional way and try to do it at the free throw stripe.
And the conventional way stops the clock, which is even bigger.
And she gets it, so she's up to 13. And now the lead is 8.
Yep.
And a hold.
That's not a bad foul.
On Lauren Foster.
And sooner or later, you're going to have to take your chances at the free throw line because you need the clock. and they're going to run anywhere from 20 to 40 seconds off. So to give yourself hope, you got to know who to foul. But I like the strategy. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing.
So we'll see what Kendra Sheets can do, see if she can get points 14 and 15. Gets that one.
All you have to do if you are the Lady Eagles is finish the job at the free throw line, and boy, they've been really good there today.
And misses the back end.
Coming
So now the Lady Braves push.
They shot 75% coming into the fourth period.
Down low, Foster with the right hand, got it to roll. So Foster's got 16.
I'd foul again. I just would.
And it's 7.
Go for a steal. You can't get it. You got to foul. You got to have some time. Listen, you need 3 to 4 possessions.
And Tonkel found her way on the ground, but good sportsmanship there. Foster pick up her opponent.
Both these teams have been nothing but class today.
It has been a great sportsmanship.
It really has.
Monday. There's been a lot of banging and collisions in this one, but they're always helping each other up, so you love to see that.
Yeah, and just love the culture. That's coaching on down, teaches that culture. Love it.
Lots of kudos to Coach Brian Ferris and Amy Shearer.
Yeah, we haven't talked enough about him today. His team is really well coached. Play hard until the whistle stops, and then
27.
Boy, they can finalize it, John. They stay solid at the free throw line.
Almost a turnover, but Lady Braves trying to get it down low. Ball rolls out of bounds, and it's going to go to Columbia City.
Listen, right now, you got to know where to get the ball. Listen, they've got to find Wiseman now. You either got to shoot a 3 or it goes into Wiseman.
Sheets.
Go for the steal or foul.
Finally gets it over the timeline.
You got to have your clock. I see so many games like you where there's just not enough clock left.
And a double dribble.
Yeah, too much dribble in that time by the Eagles. So listen, if you're in Indian Creek, you got away with no foul and the ball. Got to do something quickly though. It's a possession game.
Indian Creek has to move fast. Down low, Wiseman. One-on-one, lost the basketball. Baxter comes away with it. Will she pull it out? She does.
Smart decision. Clock's your friend.
And she gets an open look to the lane and finishes it.
She just flat out knows the game, doesn't she, John? Just finalized it.
Foster, 3-ball. Got it! So the Lady Braves not dead yet. That'll force a timeout. The lead is 8, a minute 10 left. Whew. Let's take a break. How about that?
I like it.
All right, you're watching the Hall of Fame Classic on the IHSAA Sports Network.
If the time comes, be ready. Learn CPR and join the nation of lifesavers. Nearly 3 out of 4 cardiac arrests that don't happen in hospitals happen in homes. CPR saved my life. I've teamed up with the American Heart Association as the national ambassador to help create a nation of lifesavers, turning bystanders into lifesavers through CPR education and access to AEDs. Join me to ensure everyone has the chance to live longer, healthier lives. Visit heart.org/nation.
1:10 is the remaining time in this one. The Hall of Fame Classic, game 1 of a 4-game slate on the IHSAA Sports Network. And we were here at 11, but man, this feels like a championship Friday night, doesn't it?
I told you. That's why people love to be selected. It has that feel. Tournament time, baby, is right around the corner.
It's been a lot due to this one right here. Addie Baxter,
got it,
number 33.
She's not the one you want to foul. Boy, I'll tell you, you talking about just a phenomenal game for the junior. She came out today and flat out did not disappoint.
That's going to go on Bree Galt. That'll be her 5th. She'll still have to come out of this one. That's going to send Addie Baxter to the line.
You know, there's so much said about you need to be real tall to play basketball, but how about 5'9"? How many points does Baxter have?
Well, she'll be shooting for number 30 and 31.
I rest my case. 5'9" can get it done, can it?
My goodness, what a performance here.
Just a junior.
And she couldn't get that one. The lead's still 8, minute 3 left on the clock.
Such a smart basketball player. So fundamentally sound.
30. Here's Oliver.
Under a minute now, John. Close the deal.
They're going to have to find that three-point stripe. Down low. Good look to Oliver, and she got fouled.
Yeah, you don't want to foul her. Just go ahead and let her score it. Last thing you want to do here is stop the clock if you're the Lady Eagles. Hey, let's give a shout out to these officials again. They have absolutely called a really, really good ball game.
And that's number 5 on Molly Baker. She had a nice morning.
Yeah, she did. She's part of that 2 and 3 player combo that just is so tough to guard.
Finished with 6 points. And Oliver can't hit that one. Rebound to Tonkel. Now under a minute.
Got to foul right away.
Creek has to foul.
Yeah, you can't let clock go off.
Into the hands of Baxter, but could be a turnover here.
Whoa.
And a timeout called by Brian Ferris. And I'll stay with possession, Indian Creek. That's smart.
Full timeout. Nope. Oh, 30.
32nd. We'll keep it here.
Yeah, that's all she has left is 30.
So the lead is 7.
Let's take a look at number 33, Addie Baxter. John, just continues to do all the right things, so smart. And this may be as big as anything right there behind the arc.
And Jan, she's done it from really everywhere on the court. She's been inside, she's been outside, she's been heady on her approach. They've let her run a point a couple times. She's able to find the open man in and out, whether it's down on the block, above the three-point line. She's done a little bit of everything, just having a phenomenal game here in game 1.
When you have a basketball IQ and then you match it with the ability, boy, that's something special. Clearly she is. Her name clearly will be at the top of the list for Miss Basketball candidates come next year.
So the Lady Braves need a quick one. Long 3. Can it!
Oh!
Lauren Foster.
4-point, 2-possession game. I'd foul right away. Got a foul.
Lady Braves need to foul.
Oh my, they're letting tons of time go off here, John.
Under 20 seconds.
Got a foul.
And they finally do with 16.9 left on the clock.
Let a ton of clock go off. If you're going to foul, save the clock. And that's not the one they wanted to foul. Take a look again. Here's the 3, boy, that's from way downtown.
Addie Baxter now with 31. But Lauren Foster channeling her inner Damian Lillard on that one. My goodness. Shot that one from Richmond.
She did. Pressure does funny thing to individuals sometimes. That's a shot that they've struggled with all day, and they find that one. Final 16, John.
Down the lane. Off the glass, no good. Wiseman there, clean it up, but she got fouled.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to do if you're the Lady Eagles.
Stops the clock. Send Wiseman to the line for 2.
Oh, man. See how that clock's coming into play here? 8.8. She hits these 2. It's still a 2-possession game. That's 5 for her, John.
So Kendra Sheets will have to sit down. She finishes with 14. She also had a very good game.
She did. She really did.
And Wiseman gets that one to drop. She's got 27.
Boy, the 2 stars have not disappointed from either one of these ball clubs.
So Coach Amy Shearer of Columbia City calls her last and final timeout. We'll take a break. The lead is 5 for the Eagles over the Lady Braves here at the Hall of Fame Classic on the IHSAA Sports Network.
Basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
The home of Hoosiers.
Where legends live.
basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
a giant field house.
And basketball courts in every park.
basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
Family.
And friends.
And team.
And fans.
basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
Memories.
And history.
And future.
And hope.
Basketball
Lives.
Here.
Basketball lives here in Henry County, Indiana.
(73-68). The Columbia City Eagles holding a 5-point advantage over the Indian Creek Lady Braves. And Jan, we have seen a lead get up to as much as 16. It has trickled its way all the way down to 5. The problem is only 8.8 seconds to get it done for Indian Creek.
Well, we've highlighted the clock, but how about the tenacity of Indian Creek? And we knew they wouldn't quit, but every time you think this thing might be over, they find a way just to keep a little bit of life left.
So Faith Wiseman sinks that one. She's got 28. It's got to be a quick foul here for Indian Creek. Trying to get the ball in. And Columbia City did have one timeout left. So they did have a full timeout left. So,
well, with 8.8, you need 2 possessions. I've seen it done. Can they do it is the key.
I'm just checking around the gym to see if Reggie Miller's anywhere to be found. I know
they may want to find him.
I believe the Pacers are in town this weekend, so maybe he might walk onto the gym.
They found a 3-pointer earlier from way downtown, but listen, they got to get one and they got to get the ball back, and they've got to do it in a hurry.
But immediately, I mean, the game plan is simple, Jan. As soon as Columbia City touches ball in the inbound, got to foul immediately.
You can go for a quick steal, but not even much of even that. You got to foul almost instant, or you're just not going to. We've highlighted, listen, and this is when that clock comes back to haunt you. You don't think much about it in 4 or 5 possessions earlier about those 20 seconds that, man, you'd love to have those right now.
And not a situation where, boy, who do we choose to foul? Right. It doesn't matter. As soon as someone in purple touches it,
you have no choice
foul
now.
him. That's right.
Here it goes.
So Tonkel to inbound. Looking for Baxter immediately.
Good job.
So about a second and 2/10 come off the clock. It'll send Baxter to the line.
Yeah, listen, both teams did a good job here because, listen, no mystery who Columbia City wants to get the ball. So they set a high ball screen pick for her to get her the ball. They want her at the line, and they got her there. So both teams really did exactly what they want their teams to do.
And she has matched her number with 33. So she'll try to extend the lead to 6. She does with her 34th point.
Wow, that's a bunch.
They need a 3. Long ball. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Ziliak, and that'll do it. So in game 1, which was an absolute dandy, the Columbia City Lady Eagles beat the Indian Creek Lady Braves 75-69. Well, if that was game 1, I can't wait for game 2. We'll be there.
Yeah, I'll tell you, John, both teams played spectacular. Once again, we've said it 3 times. We're going to say it 4 to close out. It was those early 3-point shots that Columbia City was able to get, and then they held serve and never looked back.
This game brought to you by Visit Henry County. Take your shot in Henry County, Indiana. Visit hoopsandhenry.com for trip planning ideas, and by the NLBC. Your life connected. From our broadcast partner, Jan Bozier, and our entire ISC broadcast crew. I'm John Cupo. Can't wait to see you in game 2 of the Hall of Fame Classic right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
the home of Hoosiers,
where legends live.
Basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
a giant field house
and basketball courts in every park.
Basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
family
and friends
and team
and fans.
Basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
memories
and history
and future
and hope.
Basketball
lives
here.
Basketball lives here in Henry County, Indiana.